According to this job application, Arthur Leigh Allen was a teacher at Travis Elementary School in the year 1963-64. Betty Lou Jensen was murdered on December 20th, 1968. Did Betty Lou Jensen attend Travis Elementary School when Arthur Leigh Allen was a teacher?
Unsolved, a Nancy Drew production. Tonight's episode:
The Secret Life of Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen started off his teaching career at Santa Rosa School in Atascadero, California, which is in the central part of California by the coast, or near the coast. And he taught 4th grade and PE for 3 years. Then after he left there, he got a job closer to where he lived in Vallejo at Travis Air Force Base at Travis Elementary School. And he taught there 1 year, 7th and 8th grade. 5 years later, Betty Lou Jensen was a junior at Hogan High School. And she went with a friend, David Faraday, and they parked on the side of the road. And somebody followed them out there and shot them both dead. Now, Betty Lou Jensen's father, Vern, served in World War II as a lieutenant colonel. He retired in 1963 after serving 21 years as an Army officer. So did he work at Travis Air Force Base? And the bigger question, did Betty Lou Jensen attend school there while her father was working? So looking at this Vallejo City directory, right there where it says Vincent and Virginia Jensen, it says Programmer, General Services Administration. That was in San Francisco, California. So Betty Lou Jensen couldn't have been attending Travis Elementary School in that year, 1967. So let's move back. So you can see in 1966, he was still doing that job in San Francisco. And then in 1965, he was still doing that position. And then 63, the year Arthur Leigh Allen was teaching at Travis Elementary, Vern Jensen was in San Francisco, according to this. So let's look at 1962. And you can see he's employed at something else. And here in the directory of 1961, it lists him as being in the United States Army. So making it possible that he worked at Travis Air Force Base. But I found this, and you can see that he didn't work at Travis Air Force Base. He worked in Benicia, and therefore Betty Lou Jensen couldn't have attended Travis Elementary School. I looked at David Faraday also, but his family moved to Vallejo in 1965, and so Arthur Leigh Allen would no longer be going to Travis Air Force Base to teach, even though his mother did work at the base after 1965. But I don't think they crossed paths. And so, in this episode, I couldn't find any connection So, sorry about that. Well, this ends this uneventful episode of Unsolved. And next weekend, we're going to have a great show for you. Especially those fans of the JonBenet Ramsey case. So I'll see you then.